surprised to see them here even at 2-2. But of course, this team very strong.
Turn to bat.
It is going to be a tough opponent for Yakutou brothers.
Yeah, I had them as 3-1. So
Team Liquid's turn to
no.
pick. Yakutou.
Monkey King.
Interesting. Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
I think it's probably just they like it versus silencer. It's a hero that can scout.
5 seconds
Also,
remaining.
just jumping on the silencer. He's a pretty slow hero, and he kind of is bad at disengaging from these early game fights. So just like a monkey stun with the Mars walking over. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan of it, but I think it was just something that Boxy felt. Look at him. He's saying something. He's getting hyped over there.
Yeah, Mickey with a bit of an emote as well. Let's giving the last words of encouragement. A nice hug. Aw, that's very sweet.
He's saying, okay, Mickey, like, you ready for the monkey carry and Boxy Shadow Fiend?
Yeah, he's like, Boxy, you're playing SF. You're going to raise them all. Mickey, come here, my sweet carry. You're going to be okay.
Storm.
Dude, okay, what did I say?
It's not going to be a... Okay.
It was close. I was close.
Storm. It's a bot up. He's good, but it's not a particularly good Storm game. Especially with it being 24.
Yeah, the reason I have this look is because this Puck Naga support duo. Just
yeah, what I was saying. Concerned about the Puck Naga. I feel like that's a.
I hear what you're saying, and you're completely right. He does face those threats throughout the game. However, I'm a little concerned about the threats that Liquid have against themselves with these own supports. Like, certainly there must be something they're giving up in the early game or in the laning stage to have these kinds of supports, right?
Yes. Maybe. I mean, I think Puck is really bad at laning in early game. Naga's good, for sure. Naga's laning is definitely really strong. And also, they did put the Shadow Fiend mid now because it's a Storm instead of putting the Monkey. So a lot of lane swaps and setups, which is pretty funny. I still think Naga Monkey's a strong lane. I'm curious how this interaction works. I'm like 90% sure. It basically means that Surge doesn't work. So even if you're Surge, I think you just get set to 230 movement speed, which is a really nice matchup.
30 seconds to battle.
It's always wild whenever there's a Night Stalker with a Night Rain facet, just messing
like the daytime. The whole
it's just so weird, but it makes a difference, right? Because of course, if you don't have like some Slark or some, what else has good night vision? Bat Rider, right, in the game.
Bat Rider has normal night vision, bad day vision, actually.
Yes, that's right.
It's Slark, Bane, Sniper, Night Stalker.
The battle begins.
Oh, big 3-man boundless strikes. They're setting up for the shadow raises as well. That's about all their control.
Looks like they want to cut this wave.
Going in again though. Mickey's he's ready for this. There's an Ion Shell, double Ion Shell, trying to chase him down with the last word. Boxy jaunting on in. That's the support Puck making the difference. In fact, might even net them a kill. He tosses in that blood grenade. Another boundless strike here, ready to go. They're trying to slow Mickey here to a crawl. First blood drawn by the support Puck. Baboka was right all along. He's now realizing. Dodge one, but the mischief will be the death of him as Boxy. Nice little jaunt there, but Ollie's gonna end up with a double kill. 2 brain drain out of the gate. 2 for 2. First blood to the support Puck. Experience for Mickey though, right? So I guess win for Liquid.
Yeah.
Denied.
I think it might actually for laning stage specifically. It might favor. Yeah, I would say it favors Liquid because I think with Darkseer usually these lanes you want to get like the double Ion Shell early, and just like shove this wave in. But now he kind of like missed this situation to like get this free shove. It's better he died though, because imagine if he was alive for the lane after pressing what, like 3 Ion Shells or 4 Ion Shells, and he walked in lane with 0 mana. So probably worse for him. He's kind of just existing now for free.
I have unfortunately seen a Darkseer in a pro game take vacuum level 1 and then proceed to absolutely get dumpstered. It literally could be.
I think I did that once actually in a pub the other day. And I remember just sitting there level 1. Oh yeah, because I was versus Magnus, and I saw him start the skewer animation, and I skilled vacuum, and I actually canceled skewer when we got first blood. But my 4 was not happy for the first wave and a half.
Nisha getting bullied here. Emo. Decent start here. I love watching these kinds of more quote-unquote classic mid lane matchups. You know, these SF Storms, SF Quaps.
Going?
Yeah, Emo. He's gonna fight into this one. The last raise. It's the short range raise, and Insania closing the gap. Oh, I thought there that static slide was gonna be the death of him, but Insania reaches on up those stairs and strikes down Emo to secure the kill. Unfortunately, oh no, there is a ward here, or a rune.
Yep.
Okay.
Boxy just went to secure it. Oh, that feels so bad. I know for like Emo's perspective, it's like this thing where it's like, ooh, we're both like outskilling each other. Like I'm kind of beating him, he's kind of beating me, but it feels like so close. It's like you want to kill him in this situation. You want to be like, I killed him mid, I played better than him, and then just both supports are mid and they kill you. It just feels bad. It's like you wanted to have at least I feel like it feels better to get solo killed. Because you're like, okay, like he beat. I lost. It's okay.
D ward now by Baboka, who is not going to be fruitful on his mid rotation. How's top lane looking then? This carry DK. We didn't really say much about that because I think we were kind of caught up talking about this support puck again.
Yeah, I caught up by like everything. I feel like everything got changed randomly in this draft. I think Dragon Knight actually is a pretty strong hero. I was gonna say it scales well, but he actually went for the green facet, which, oh no. Hold up.
Okay. Oh wait, no, it's top lane actually. That's the action. Oxy's gonna go down. I think that's 3 brain drain
That
already for
Ollie. That's +1.
He's getting up there. He's getting quite intelligent, I have to say.
So
I think it's gonna make.
I was just gonna say a lot of the carry Dragon Knights are going blue facet, and they're going the Frost Dragon because it scales like crazy, especially this new 25 talent. Obviously, it's a very late talent, but you get 50% stronger, so you end up having some, I think, like 60% slow and like 70% HP damage reduction when you're in Dragon Knight form, which is crazy. Like, bottom lane is a little dive.
Yep, getting ran down. There's that double ion shell doing work. He's got Jingu Mastery. Boundless Strike, that little silence. Where did that come from? It looked gone on my screen.
The last like second. Wait, what happened? Oh no.
The last tick of the silence.
And Insania.
Oh, he's gonna get dove as well. Got the kill. We were watching mid here. I thought there was gonna be another attempt by Emo and Nisha to 1v1. Go mano a mano.
Okay, wow, so Walling is not going good for Radiant, and when you kind of give it these early kills to Darkseer, he snowballs really hard with just the ability to farm fast, but also the new innate where he gets like this health and mana back every time he gets a level.
You grandize.
Yeah, it's like you get this like 1 extra kill, now your level 4 is a little faster, so you have a lot of more mana than you normally would. And now, oh, now we maybe get another kill, now we're 5, and it's like you keep snowballing really quickly, especially in the laning stage. And he's gonna go for the Dom. And basically at the point he gets Dom, I think the Boki can leave and he can just rotate, whereas in the past a lot of the time you kind of just ask your position 4 to farm with you. I remember with Lelis, we would play Darkseer Tusk, and a lot of the time he's like, alright bro, it's time to farm, because I'd have like Arcane Boots, level 7 Soul Ring, and him and I would just farm the entire jungle together, which like, yeah, it was good for his game, but less XP for me as a Darkseer, and also it's just he can't rotate to help the team, right? Whereas now you get Dom, you just maybe throw a shell on Baboka if you're feeling nice, but other than that, he can do his own thing.
Power Rune spawning in the top lane. Boxy securing that one here. As Liquid have been very active rotating the supports mid. Baboka up to level 4, but of course it is now daytime. So, and he doesn't have an ulti, obviously, so it makes life a little bit difficult for him. Ollie's fairly low level here as well, as Saberlight's just gonna snipe. The courier had the boots for fly on them, not bad at all.
Yeah, those are pretty good. That's a good core to kill. I think. There's Ping's top. I think they want Mickey to gate there or something. Curious as to why they keep pinging.
I'm also curious if we're going to see any actions for the Wisdom Shrines here. It doesn't look like it.
I don't think so.
Radiant are scanning.
Wisdom Shrines are a lot harder to contest than the XP rune. I remember XP rune was so annoying with like Monkey King carries or even anti-mage carries because they would like blink past this like tier 1 tower, randomly take the rune, click faster than you and get out. Now that it's like you have to stand there and kind of like channel it, I guess, in a sense, it's much easier to like contest and not. It's just harder to steal. It's like a full commitment.
Nice little micro play there by Insania, who throws in the mirror image illusions to mess up the stack. He's one of these guys who's going to be stacking a lot with these mirror image illusions, I would assume, pretty quickly. I mean, especially with a Mars and an SF, heck, even a Monkey King, he can stack pretty well here, as you can see Nisha moving into this triangle to clear a big camp.
Oh, it looks like he might try to go for a kill.
Stupendous.
Oh no, Emo. Wait, Emo's a sentry though.
Sentry
So he's
here.
gonna see. He sees Nisha.
Nice job on the no-sell there, just kind of walking past like there's nothing even there. Well, he's going to be aware of it. He continues walking down bottom. Boxy, only level 4. It does not yet have
Dire's
the
middle
ulti to
tower
play with,
is
as
under
Insane is
attack.
going to snatch up that shield rune.
They
lot
want
of
to ruin
mana.
the SF ult so bad.
Yeah, they want to, but he's just continuing to walk away. He's got
Dire's
business
middle
elsewhere
tower
on the
is
map.
under attack.
And Stonisha's not going to waste any more time in that invis. Gets to work on this tier 1 tower mid.
That was it was really good nerves by Insania. He was like staying on the rune and like pump fakes zipping into it twice. And he just waited and he's like, okay, you actually have to zip, you actually have to commit your mana, otherwise I'm not clicking the shield rune. Whereas I feel like a lot of other players would just been like, okay, the storm is gonna zip, I'd rather just click it early and not have to worry about it. Top.
Dire's middle tower has
He's
fallen.
He's six,
spear
okay.
here. He speared him a little bit too far away though, so Nisha can only connect the long range raise. There's no brown boots here for Fly. Slowed to a crawl now. And killed off by the 1-2 punch of Nisha. Nice kill.
Radiant's bottom tower
That was,
is under
I think
attack.
that was actually the boots.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if
agree.
he had boots, he would have walked out of there after the
Radiant
stun.
structures are fortified.
Okay, well, it's all adding up, and now Nisha's here. Really strong hero for tower damage early game, and I think this might just be a tower. He's got Emo just taking
Radiant's
bot.
bottom tower is
Tower's
under
going to go
attack.
down. Liquid still getting the tower top, and they've secured the mid tier 1 as well. Things are looking pretty good for them.
Radiant's
Got an
bottom
SF
tower
top of
is
the
under
leaderboard
attack.
here in terms of net worth. Wait, hold on.
Dire's
Flatfly's
top
taking
tower
back
is under
in.
attack.
We still have a
Radiant's bottom
Requiem.
tower has
The
fallen.
Dragon form into the stun.
No,
Sania not quite at level 6 yet, but he's just going to be able to walk away. No harm, no foul here. And Liquid back to work on that tier 1 tower.
I think it's
Dire's
worth it
top
for
tower is under
Yakutou
attack.
brothers to bring
Dire's
heroes.
top tower has
They
fallen.
are getting timings specifically on Darkseer, and I think it's much better you play around your Darkseer. It feels so good when you get this level 7 and you actually use your Ion Shell like really early just to fight. And I think them forcing their whole team to TP top,
Radiant's
where
middle
SF
tower
and Mars
is
and
under
Nago
attack.
just all walk away. It's like you're missing this timing. Whereas now they kind of just chilled, they waited. This guy's 7 and now he's mid with a Dom. And just like a Surge Centaur probably just kill Shadow Fiend.
Smoke play behind Yakutou brothers here. Emo looking for some action. He's got a illusion rune in the bottle,
they're going
and
to
you
try
know, could be a powerful
see
dispel
Nisha.
here. 4 heroes into his camp. Nisha trying to finish it off. Silence into the wall of Replica. They're going to steal all the big creeps and the life of Nisha. That's going to be a stinging death there for the SF.
This might just be a mid tower push now. Puck is level 6, so
Radiant's middle tower
might end up trying to be a fight. There's a global
Right, behind the
silence.
trees. Trying to bait here a little bit. There's that illusion rune to clear the silence immediately into the vortex. Emo, well played. They're holding on to the one power rune he got control of, but Mickey showing up to fight here, trying to lay down that boundless strike. The damage on the Baboka is just not there.
Radiant's
It's a
middle
2 for
tower
none
is under
trade.
attack.
Tower is gonna go defended here for Liquid.
Mambo.
Radiant's top
That's
tower is
the
under
timing,
attack.
right? Hit Darkseer level 7, they hit 6 on the silencer, because his game's been pretty good. He's 3-0. Now up to 6 brain drain.
Radiant's
Ooh,
top tower
that's-
is under
that's
attack.
Not bad.
That's significant. Honestly, 6 is a lot. That's what? How much gold is that worth? Like 450 gold? Having a good time.
Well, not to mention that translates to
top
more
tower
damage
is
now,
under
right? With the
attack.
suffer and silence facet because of the last word difference. Like you're just doing way more damage as a result.
Dire are scanning.
It's pretty good.
Radiant are scanning.
And then just wait till they get the shard. This 20-minute free shard for him. Up to 3 per kill.
Emo making a play for him here.
Dire's bottom tower
The
is
silence
under
not
attack.
connecting. Coil down. Emo clears the ward, but it might be too late. No. A second zip, and he is out of harm's way, even with that earn debuff applied. Vessel now for Boxy, flying his way. All right,
think
so go ahead.
No, go.
I was gonna ask. Now that we've seen lanes fully break down, I would say, right? We're into that early game. Support Night Stalker versus support Puck. What are you thinking here?
I take Night Stalker. I feel like having vision. Just he presses ult, he flies, he sees everything. He has a
Radiant's
silence built
courier
in.
has been killed.
Even just pressing ult, like if he does nothing but press ult and give vision, I feel like that's a dot.
You had your warning.
He's a nice follow-up too for Emo as well, right? Like that's why Vision's so good this game, because you have this DK, this Storm, even this Darkseer hero, who are all going to really benefit from that. Compared to some games where, like, if it was Beyond or someone else playing the off-lane Night Stalker, it's like, okay, guys, the enemy offlaner ulted, just wait, just chill, don't fight, you know? Compared to if it's just a support, doesn't have the same kind of momentum here. Look at this damage! Diving the tier 2 tower, Mickey, he's gone. How much are they going to have to pay for this? They will be able to catch Baboka. A very well worth it trade, I'd say, here for Yakutou brothers.
Yeah, definitely. They force, what was that, 4 TPs? Bot, still get the kill, get it on all the cores. Now they get to push them out mid. Someone's going to go top, push it out. And they also get the rune.
Radiant's middle tower
Something
is under
that's always
attack.
really big on considering is so fast plays on towers where you actually just get a kill and get out. Even if it's a
Dire's
1-for-1
top
trade,
tower
you usually
is
end
under
up
attack.
being worth more because of the amount of space you get on the map. Like, look how bad the map feels for Liquid in this next, like, 30 seconds to a minute
Dire's bottom
versus
tower is under
what it looks like
attack.
for Yakutou brothers. Like, Saberlight's farming under his tier 2. There's a 1 core mid. There's 1 core, like, farming his own jungle camp. So you have to, like, push out the map and farm
are
it.
scanning.
Whereas for Yakutou brothers, DK gets to go top, push like 3 waves in for free. They still get to farm mid. They still get to farm bot. They're like split into 3 waves because now there's no TPs. So Liquid has nothing that they can do to pressure. It's kind of just, okay, guys, we have to wait and control the areas and like fix our waves because effectively all the waves are bad right now.
Yeah. It's time for Beyond to keep farming. It's another minute, by the way, or it's another power rune, I should just say. That was something that Liquid had done pretty flawlessly. I think they ended up with the first 2 power runes. It was like Shield and
Radiant's
Invis,
middle
right?
tower is under
And
attack.
then from there, it's only been Emo grabbing these runes. He's got an Arcane, and I think he's going to put that to work right now as the Dark Ascension. Nice reactive song here. Very defensive song. Big zip on in, though, is Saberlight. He's still going to get caught. I don't think he does not have a TP scroll. That is going to be a death for him. That's a result of the mass TPs from earlier, right?
Yep. And that's +1 brain drain.
Ooh, that it is.
Oh no, Mickey top.
Okay.
Ooh,
Jumping
good
around the
read.
trees. He's going to be okay for now.
Oh no, Emo still might catch him. See,
Just thinking
if
about
he goes
it.
down. Oh no, don't go right.
Fly. He's got 2 red items. He's going to go only red items maybe this game. Titanic and Mask of
I love
Madness.
red
Ooh,
items on carries.
just feels natural, right?
Daedalus, Satanic Heart, Abyssal.
Armlet Mask of Madness for the
Dire
time
are
being here for
scanning.
him. Ooh, they're baiting this amplified damage rune, Nisha. His smoke will break now here on Baboka, who's perfectly positioned here. Very nicely done. Gets off the silence. It'll, they'll kill him with the right clicks, but otherwise won't make too big of a difference.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Already down 5,000 gold for Liquid, which I don't think they really wanted that when they picked these names. Like they picked Shadow Fiend to win mid. They picked Monkey King, I think, to win bot because he saw his lane matchup. And again, every time I see a Mars, I'm like, okay, it's not your fault, Mars. You're doing great. Just press that arena, press that spear. Like you're doing amazing. But like for the other two lanes, I think they went a lot worse than they really needed them to. And so now they're in this awkward position where they're just behind on, honestly, damage. Darkseer's having such a good game with this mech now. He's almost halfway to a pipe, so he's gonna have pipe in another, what, 2 minutes? And at that point now, it's so low damage. Like Puck's not gonna do damage through a pipe. Mars won't do damage through a pipe. Sure, you have like your SF right clicks and your monkey right clicks, but is that enough when they're just going to be dying even faster to all this random ion shells, storm going? There's a global silence, so you can't even protect each other. There's like a lot more robust damage, I would say, from Yakutou brothers than there is for Liquid right now.
We're going to see a bit of that now. Fly, Blink Dagger ready to go. Insania does have another song. Or does not have a song, I should say, for 10 seconds. He's going to get caught first as Baboka giving them vision with that Dark Ascension. No way out then for Insania. He will go down. That's another kill for Ollie. Is that 9? What, 8 or 9?
8 right now, 8.
Oh, it's big.
Radiant are scanning.
They have the double stacking heroes. They have Galvanized Storm, Brain Drain on
That's true.
Silencer. Infinitely
Scaling. We should say, Emo's been having a pretty solid bounce back from lane. I don't think he got completely crushed, but he did, I don't want to say die solo because it was the Liquid supports that secured it, really. Hold on, come in. Saber Light. Yeah, 2 ultis here just for Baboka. Down he goes. Wait, hold on, Emo zipping in? Yeah, he's going in here. You gotta be careful though. Nisha has got a Kaya and Yasha, so he's really quick on the draw on the ulti, fast enough even to get it off before the global silence, but now he's caught in the river and has absolutely nothing to fight with. Mickey trying to back up his mid laner here. 2-man vacuum. Not gonna be good enough here for Yakutou brothers to continue fighting. Fly. Kicks in here a second time. He'll retreat now back beyond the river though. 1-for-1 trade as Liquid just taking a worse trade there, honestly.
That could have been a lot worse for them though, I think.
Yeah.
The fact that Shadow Fiend lives, I was really scared for him. And also the blink on the DK just like barely misses the puck. So I think in those situations, like, yeah, they do lose the Mars, but it's not the end of the world. I would be fine. I think every time you're behind, it's always better to trade kills and like you want to turn the game ugly, because the cleaner a game is when you're behind, the more likely you are to just lose.
That's fair. Plus with Baboka dead, it makes it a little bit more possible for you to make moves where he's not in position to be there to break every single smoke gank. I say that, but now he is once again in position.
Is that his job? Is it just break smoke ganks?
Okay, wall. Sorry, make that a song. As Emo, did he come through the gate? They're willing to really fight into this, huh? Dark Ascension used. Careful for that long duration silence here onto Saberlight. They're going to focus onto Insania first, breaking the trees, breaking the cover. Saberlight running for cover, but finding absolutely nothing as the supports will fall in his wake.
And they all just take turns here. Which is bot. My like brain turned off for a second, but it's because I see nighttime at 20 minutes. I'm like, oh, the Stormwatcher is top, but it's Night Stalker World, so it's a bit reversed.
Unfortunately for Ollie, he did not get his free shard. It's going to be the shard for Night Stalker.
So sad. It's a good one. It's a free Midas. But
yeah, that's true.
Think about the brain drain.
That's what I'm thinking about.
He could be at 30. I know, like, it doesn't work retroactively, but if he had minute 0, he would have a. You could have 30 though. Think about it.
He's so big.
He can be so smart.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Scientists baffled by all the gray matter in Ollie's brain. It's ridiculous. What's going on here, Boxy? He's gonna be okay.
This is a.
Well, hold on. This could be a moment. Nisha's got Blink and an Amplified Damage rune in his bottle.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really sick how aggressive Liquid's being, and they're actually farming the camps in front of the Yakutou brothers, but oh man, this is stressful. It's like one
down
random
10K.
Yeah, one random DK
Radiant's
stun, one
bottom
random
tower
Night Stalker
is
getting
under
vision because
attack.
it's nighttime. Storm hits a jump and you don't react properly.
Right. Or Beyond just gets his pipe off, or pipe and mech in the
Radiant's
fight, and then
bottom
kind of
tower is
nullifies a
under
good
attack.
SF ulti or something.
Okay, they made they all just went away.
Radiant structures
Top lane
are
is not a lane.
fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are
Yeah, now there's a
scanning.
BKB online for Fly. He's gonna go back for the red items though. He's gonna get that Satanic ready to go. Although,
Dire's top
speaking of
tower
getting ready
is
to
under
go,
attack.
Emo getting the haste rune and quickly getting out of here. Might not be fast enough. Ward placed down. Arena Spear combo.
Nice
Global Silence to follow up though. Nisha, he didn't have BKB and he's stuck inside this back wall. Emo able to zip through the arena as Fly just getting in there. The Death Requiem's not going to change much here as Liquid already losing 2 cores here. Mickey just alive inside of that Wukong's command, but he might not have anything else to offer. But Boca jumps back on in, silences both core supports, sorry. Down they go, and Yakutou brothers just fast on the global there. Ali, the savior of that team fight.
Yeah, I think even if he didn't get it right before, there was also Boca jumping in, so both supports were pretty much like ready to instantly go in. And this is my concern with Shadowfin in this draft when they picked it, is that I'll hold on to last picture, but look at this. It's a really nice arena spear, like on the storm, so there's no like waiting, no initiating, but just an instant silencer, Night Stalker, and silencer means that I think if you can't follow up with the Shadowfin instantly, then yeah, you're gonna lose the fight.
Mine! Where's the party?
Radiant are scanning.
Everyone stays alive thanks to the Darkseer auras and the mechanism. Now Guardian Greaves are even coming out. Aegis on Storm, maybe the best Aegis carrier in the game, Gunnar?
Yeah, I think Storm's probably still the absolute best. You get to use your full entire mana pool, which is what, like usually like 2 kills in these mid-game fights if you like spend it liberally. And then now you're just like, oh, I'm back, guys. I have enough mana for the last 3 heroes.
Yeah, he's got this Kaya and Sanj. 9-second BKB ready to go now as well after that fight. And again, I don't want to say that Emo had a bad laning stage, but
Dire's
he
bottom tower
was
is under
behind,
attack.
right? And at one point in this
Radiant's
game,
middle
Nisha was
tower is
top
under
net worth. Nisha was farming big stacks. And Yakutou brothers managed to kind of fight their way back into this one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I was definitely nervous about the Shadowfin, and I feel like it kind of proved my point, where when you're verse silencer, I feel like carry Shadowfin just makes more sense to me. Because like what, you're just a right clicker, buy a Manta for global if you feel like it. You just sit there and you just right click. It doesn't matter if you're global, but mid, it's like the second if he globals your Requiem combo once, your hero's so bad in these fights. Like it's so useless. And even BKB doesn't help him versus Silencer. BKB blinks and ults. If the Silencer reacts fast enough, it's even worse because now you can't BKB off the global.
No. Oh, I thought he is gonna zip. Anyway, missing a little bit of space and time here, but he's gonna get caught. Now you do have Mickey and Insania nearby, but they're gonna turn tail. They don't want anything to do with this. In fact, Insania, he might not have a choice in the matter. Fly getting on top of him beyond. He's gonna whiff on that vacuum, but a surged up Dragon Knight. I don't think that tower is gonna protect you here, Insania. 2 and 3 fire. But this is going to be Satanic here relatively shortly for Fly. He's disassembled already that Mask of Madness. Hold on. Could this be? No, I don't think so. Not with the Mars dead.
I'm trying to think of fight conditions. I feel like it has to be
Radiant's top tower is under
Puck
attack.
jumps on the silencer somehow. The pre-fight silences, and during that silence, you have to hit some sick arena Requiem combo. Like a 3.5 second window to win.
Broca's just in there. Yule Scepter used instantly, but it's not going to change the outcome here for Boxy. Dark Ascension, so they're looking for a +1. Careful here, lads. The trees are not that safe here. Boca, if he keeps going just up a little bit, he'll find him. No, good TP away. That really is a scary combo. That dark flying vision with the storm to follow up.
Boca making it look good. And okay, was the puck pause for a bait? Did he intentionally pick it to make people think it's good?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So that he gets to beat it for free.
So that here in the 2-2 decider match, which is going to decide seeding, Liquid, they were going to bait it into picking it.
Yes.
He knew. He was
has
like,
fallen.
Blitz is looking at this game right now, and Blitz is going to be like, don't worry, Boxy, it's legit. But Boca's a god. Now Boxy's like, wait a minute.
Honestly, might be playing this game feeling so bad.
Isn't it kind of crazy that you pick a pos 4 puck, and then I guess it was first pick puck, right? And then the Night Stalker comes out. Well, now I'm just still counted as support. That sucks.
I feel like it would have felt less counter to the mid, even if it was versus DK.
Even with a Night Stalker in the game?
Yeah, it's like you have items at least.
I think we would have been saying the same thing that we're saying about the SF, though, to be honest. I think it's very similar, unfortunately for him. Insania kept alive, vacuumed on back and killed. This is just both Liquid supports here dying for a little bit of space. Oh, no, but it's going to be more int for Ollie. Up to 17! Oh, my.
It's without the
Radiant's
shard.
top tower is under attack.
All of that is hard earned.
Dude, he's 6-0 and 13.
Radiant's top tower
wild.
has fallen.
And there's a monkey in the game, there's an
Radiant's top
SF in the game, there's a
tower
Mars in the game, and a Puck. And he's still got that flawless KDA. And he's like, you know what? I'm not dying. I'm buying a gem. Insania? Yeah, he's gonna have to run from that one with the Aegis being reclaimed. Emo is going to be a bit scary, trying to avoid the spears, zipping, zapping around. There's the TP. Do they have the stun in time? Yes, the interrupt. And nothing Saberlight can do, just taking in a deep breath, a deep exhale. He's gotten caught there.
Okay. Let's envision we're Liquid. Wait, actually,
No, hold on. There's no time for vision. It's just another fight here. Nisha baiting them away. They don't have anything to cancel this TP. Away he goes, but that is a BKB to run away. Feels too good.
Radiant's
back down with the
courier
BKB's
has been
cooldown.
killed.
You're Liquid. You're whatever play you want to be on Liquid.
Okay.
You know that you're in this situation of the game. It's really dire.
I'm Boxy.
Okay, you're Boxy. Your team's like, how do we take the fight? What do you say? What do you even think? Like, how do you see this fight playing out?
Guys, this
Radiant's
silencer
middle tower
has to
is under
die.
attack.
He is destroying us. Now that there's a BKB on our SF, he can still destroy us. I think he has to go. We have the BKB for Baboka's crippling fear. Uh-oh. That's not a good start. Emo, he's in already out of the Baboka to follow up with the silence. Saberlight, he can't do anything. The spear arena, it's gonna come out, but it's in tandem with the Song of the Siren. And Fly, he's beating the crap out of Insania. You've already lost 2 cores. Down go your mid barracks. Ollie's still being chillin', waiting with the global silence. Oh, no, I mean,
At
this is...
least 2?
I think it's
Radiant's bottom
Megas.
tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom
He's got a moon shard on Fly.
Radiant's
This DK
bottom
spitting.
barracks are under
Shard's
attack.
crazy.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Okay, so they still have Shadow Fiend ult and they have 2 stuns? Up?
Radiant's top tower
That will
is
be
under
up,
attack.
I think, before the Rax dies.
Okay, you're right. Elder Dragon Form ended. Oh, sacrifice the tomato. Give him the buff.
Radiant's top barracks are under
Not
attack.
even, dude. They're killing these structures too fast. That's it. It's
Radiant
Megas.
structures are fortified.
Whiff of fortification is going to come through. Still 15 seconds. Okay.
Spear and
Nice
Acid.
spear back. That's a good start. And no!
Tried.
Still no chance to get off the ulti though for Nisha. And look at the repositioning. Emo, he's being dragged back. The vacuum is huge though into the wall of replica. Insania's dead. Saberlight's had to buy back. And Nisha just has to duck and cover, running back to the
Radiant's top
fountain.
barracks are under
There's
attack.
backdoor defense. Saberlight hitting another spear here, but they're immediately going to turn on to him. Emo's unstoppable. Jumps onto Mickey now. He's trying to get off the ulti. A huge heal there off the Boundless Strike. But Fly able to stand and fight in the Wukong's command. That's a Boxy buyback here on the support puck, but it will do nearly nothing as GG is called. Team Liquid, they fall here to Yakutou Brothers in game number 1.
I got crushed. To be honest, 7 to 35?
Yeah.
I think if I have to say, okay, this is what I think went wrong in the game. I would say the bot lane went really bad. To be honest, like how the Darkseer and the Nightstalker kind of dove, just got free kills. I think that ended up being really bad for Liquid, and I think they just snowballed. There was that whole mid fight where Darkseer kind of mid was a little.
Five seconds
For us to win.
remaining.
And I think that stuff is actually really good for like mental
Team
and like
Liquid's
I'm just thinking.
Yakutou
I'm afraid of like a Doom just kind of
Yeah.
getting walked down by a Lesh and a TA a little bit.
better than the Yumi team.
That's what Morph players always think, right? I
10
mean, and generally
seconds
speaking,
remaining.
we've seen a lot of success on this
It's looked
stream.
like that this tournament, yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
I could see Morph, but I've seen Morph versus Axe, and the matchup's a bit hard. Like, even if you get the Strength Morph off, sometimes you die.
You may now select your
Abba.
heroes.
Okay. I like this more. Having a Puck as your mid actually gives him kill potential in Storm, as opposed to last game where I feel like he was definitely just a burden. He's like, I'm gonna coil the Storm, and then the Storm would get away. No mobility, so also something that is weird as why like it feels that way. But I think if you start with coil as Puck, you do way more damage. Versus if you start with silence, then you do less damage. I think it's because when you start with silence and then they break the
Prepare
coil,
for
they
battle.
stun and they instantly zip. Whereas they break the coil, then you silence and you get like this more chip. And I feel like in the last game, since he was so immobile, he ended up having to like silence at the start of every like engagement to get onto the Storm. So it was just like nothing happened. But as a core, as a mid, you actually have this like mobility. You're ahead in gold, so you can be more aggressive.
Really quickly, just as far as facets go, I think it's fairly standard for everyone. Misanthropy for the Lesh, so a ton of damage on the edicts to heroes, but nothing to the structures. Thunderstorm, so not going for the what's it called? It's not called coagulate. It's got some fancy name. The one where you can activate your, that's like a Bloodseeker one or something. I don't know. I forgot the name.
Transference.
Transference. Yeah,
30
transference.
seconds to
Thank you.
battle.
I got it now. You just had to make fun of me, and then I remembered. One-man army for the Axe, and then it is the Vision facet for Mars, so Bloodsport.
Which
Everything else fairly standard.
that one's not amazing this game. Maybe a glimpse you'll save. I still am a fan of. I think the other one's just better if you don't have a reason to take the Vision one. But there's
Right,
definitely
the
some Mars
healing.
players who have a different opinion. That is like just take the Vision one every game, even
The
if there's like
battle
only one
begins.
spell that will affect it.
Runes go 2 apiece here out of the gate. I don't see any lane shenanigans so far. Beyond that ward behind the tower, Everything else is looking fairly standard.
What is... Oh my, this is a 4-man gank level 1 bot. Saberlight's just here. Dude, I'm already mad.
Okay,
I'm already mad.
All right, so they don't see anything top right now.
Guys,
Beyond playing it
the
safe.
top lane is missing.
Top lane is missing 30 seconds into the game.
Dude,
Boxy is running from your tier 1. There they go. Oh, good effort there for Boca. Try to cancel a potential TP.
Imagine you cancel that. Okay, there's a gate, so it wouldn't have been the worst, but... Saberlight? Okay.
All right, Ollie making sure that the camp stays blocked. I always love doing this. Whenever you have a ward in the camp, also body block it just to make them doubt.
Yeah, so they don't know. Maybe like 1 free extra minute of it being there.
Right. Dude, Dota's such an information game, though. Talking to the StarCraft pros, like, StarCraft's a game all about information. What you reveal makes a huge difference. And I think a lot of times, especially in lane, Dota can be a battle similarly fought as Boxy takes down Ollie's courier.
Top lane I already think is gonna be bad. Like the way that these first 2-3 waves played out, I feel like it's gonna just be bad for Liquid. I'd be surprised if the lane goes good.
Left lane almost caught the wave there as well. That would have been even rougher. They will manage to stack it there.
It looks like he's gonna just pull the last 2 creeps and they're gonna connect these 2 to those 2. And the range creep also got killed off by the small camp before. So a lot of small things I think will add up. And mid, definitely a much easier lane for Emo this time. Not having to lane versus the Shadow Fiend, he lanes versus Puck, which, you know, still strong lane versus Storm, but I wouldn't say it's as dominating as the Shadow Fiend is.
Ollie's taking a point in Glaives here, by the way. Nearly kills Boxy with it. I think he's done that to just try and prevent these pulls from being free.
Yeah, I think when there's a creep shenanigans, it's really nice if you have them over attack. Like, while this one guy is trying to like pull creeps and make it so if you hit him, you're gonna aggro the creeps in a really bad way, mess up your equilibrium. Now you just get a free way to attack every single time.
Good old orb attacks.
I hate orb attacks.
I can't believe
actually, I said this on stream. I think orb attacks need to be removed from Dota.
I low-key agree. I don't think it's fair that Druid Rangers can stand in the wave and auto-attack me for free.
Yeah, I think it's like... I don't know. It just feels like a very... I would rather the heroes get buffed in other ways than have this like artificial way for them. Like think of Huskar. Oh, laning versus Huskar and just having him burning spears you and it doesn't aggro any creature. Man, I just wanted to walk up to the wave and you can't ever. Versus someone like what, a sniper. Every time sniper trades with you, he gets creeps that hit him. Why does Huskar not get to have creeps on him?
I think Ice Frog, all he's got to do, someone's got to counter pick his mid Ember with a Huskar, and then we'll see orb attacks gone the next day. Literally, he'll probably do it during one of the death screens. Like the game will end, and then the Huskar player will try and play Dota again, and it's gonna say game client out of date.
Oh, you know bot? Oh, Nisha.
Yeah, rotations. Once again, the one-on-one, the mano-a-mano. Emo might be better off this time, but no, Lex, the auto-attacks, and Boxy easily able to run down Emo. First blood 4 minutes in, as once again, the Liquid supports making the difference at these minute 4 water runes.
That was crazy by Nisha. He baited the Remnant on the rune, and then he winning rifted past it, I think, onto the rune, and stole the water rune. Emo was like on top of it early. And I think there's a chance that he dies there if he doesn't pick up the water rune.
I think so. I think he does. I think he was on like 60 HP or something like that.
Yeah.
Even this Ring of Protection casually making a difference, I'd have to say. Oh, well, hold on.
Okay,
Doesn't let you tank that many tower shots though. But Nisha's okay.
I like Emo going for Electric Vortex. I think a lot of Storms kind of don't value it early because they're like, oh, I had the moving Remnant. I can just like hit my Remnants off of that. But even in the last game, I think he was 1-1-1 at level 3, which is like the old school Storm build. And I think that's why he wins these trades, because he just like walks up, he presses it, hits you once or
Be
twice.
still.
The first stolen intelligence. Firefly's coming mid. What are you doing over here?
Radiant are
You
scanning.
just collecting the creeps?
This isn't enough damage for Silencer.
I'm gonna try and get through Boxy. Lesh, very fast hero though, and he's already got the brown boots. Basically, Tranquil just has him locked. He's locked all 3 components, by the way.
Does not want to make Tranquils, I think.
I think so. Very
I
deliberate
do not
locking.
want those. I want mana boots.
That's so funny.
Have you ever actually built them though?
I don't know if I've ever accidentally built Tranquils. No, I'm usually pretty deliberate on my boots, and I'm never too efficient buying
Dire's
these,
top
you know.
tower is under
I see.
attack.
It's because usually what'll happen for me, it's like you get the boots and you're like, I want to win lace. So you're win lace, everything's good. And then it's like, I'm gonna buy a mech or something, or I'm gonna buy Pipe of Insight. It happens.
Look,
especially the mech. The mech one's happened to me on these like Shens or Shadow Demons or Darkseers.
I have had occasions where I've bought too many headdresses. That certainly has happened. I've shown
How
up
do
to
you
fights with
have
double headdress.
Multiple headdresses.
It's just, you know,
It's like
it's
fashion.
just when you're really good at the game, Gunner. These things they
Dire's
just happen.
courier has
Right?
been killed.
Oh, the better you are, the more likely they're to happen. Okay.
Yeah. That's
No, that's
just
good.
don't think about it
That's
too much,
good.
okay? It's just double headdress, okay? Don't do it. Don't buy it. Very bad. But it happens.
If I'm not mistaken, the auras do not stack.
No, they certainly don't. But you know what does? The aura stacks. The auras don't, but you do get aura going up the fight with two headdresses.
Cat aura. Is this Riz? Shows up to the fight with 2 headdresses.
Chat, is this Riz? My lion has 2 headdresses.
Chat, is he trying to Riz me up by giving me a lot of HP regen? Help. I'm gonna answer for
Dire's
you
middle
respectfully
tower is
no.
under attack.
It did
Yeah,
not.
no, that's fair. That's very fair. Nisha off to a blazing start in this mid lane though after the kill. Very similar to last game, I have to say.
Radiant are scanning.
Puck out!
Dire's middle tower
Hopefully,
is under attack.
It's so frustrating to play with these like random rotations. Okay.
Last
Ooh, nice
word, the
silence.
calling, the silence, all pretty
so
good, but
close.
just get a jaunt away. Boyle up onto the high ground is going to be snapped. Boxy from behind, looking to close the door here, but Emo with some good pathing. He avoids the stun. He'll live because of that.
No.
Boca will not, but a good reaction by Liquid. It's beyond. Ooh, just a little late on
okay.
that spear. But it's fine. He had an arcane. He's got another one ready to go. You might as well throw him.
I definitely think that like 4-minute rune that Foxy's done twice now in a row, and even Insania is kind of doing, it hurts Emo a lot. It looks like he's just this like aggressive mid player who wants to win the lane, and then it's no longer a fair fight for this water rune. What?
Well, this isn't going to be a fair fight either for Beyond. I don't think it's that easy to go. Insania walking all the way up for the glimpse, maybe trying to bait a reaction here out of Beyond. Yep, spear is going to be used there onto the Templar, and Boxy's got more than enough damage with the level 2 edict.
I think he held the spear for a bit. I don't know if he would have lived. There was a lot of Lush damage coming in, but he probably he needed to find the angle to stun is what I think he was trying to do.
So a rough start for him there. Saberlight's been doing fairly consistently. I think what he hasn't been able to do, though, is really bother Flyfly's farm at all. So Flyfly richest here on his team by a wide margin, but his mid and his bot lane are lagging behind here out of this early laning stage.
Especially Emo, I think is the surprising one. Barely at 2.7k. Like he's closer to Lush than he is to the enemy mid.
Yeah, that's true. Boxy's off to one heck of a start here. 4 years since he's played the Lush track, but he made sure to lock those Tranquils. And he's going to be blinking in. Kind of like the build.
Radiant's top
I
tower
get so mad
is
when
under
there's a Lush with a
attack.
blink. It just feels so annoying that this guy presses Edict, blinks in, and you're dead. You can be a level 7 Lush and you just die.
And then even if you kill him, if you don't run away, you're just still dead. You just die.
You just die. Oh,
Radiant's
no.
top tower is under attack.
No?
Emo, he might just be dead here as well. Insania has got Static Storm into the coil to hold him down for good measure. Global Silence is going to cover him, but
No?
doesn't really make a difference. Boxy, he was too fast to get off the Edict. Maybe if the Edict didn't come out, maybe, but unfortunately, that's going to be Global down and a Liquid who will continue to rotate into this top part of the map. Not a whole lot of action from Yakutou brothers, and with Emo dying a second time, I'm starting to wonder who and how he's going to be able to connect with his team to try and get back into this game. Because we've seen a carry Abaddon, I don't know how to put this politely, but we've seen carry Abbas kind of do nothing before, and I'm a little bit afraid that's what Flyfly is going to be
Dire's top tower is
forced
under
to
attack.
do this game.
I would hope
Dire's
not.
top tower
I think,
has fallen.
yeah, I was gonna say it looks like he's
Radiant's
probably
bottom
just gonna come
tower is
bot
under attack.
and fight this tower with the siege creep. But I heard from Liquid is kind of rotating in.
And how do you fight this, especially without a global?
Just all kind of fighting together.
Well, Saberlight's in here. Pretty good damage as well out from Nisha. The dunk's not going to come through. Flyfly activates the ulti, so in the meantime, they'll turn for Baboka instead. Good stun from Boxy, secures the kill onto the Abba, and Nisha with a double kill. Liquid, they bring the numbers, they outfight Yakutou brothers. I don't know, man. Liquid, I think Liquid are making the right macro plays and really making this Abba look bad. He did not have this bad of a start as this Liquid lineup would have you believe, but it is now 8-1.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And
attack.
this is a carry who's still probably, what, 4 minutes, 5 minutes maybe away from his Radiance?
Yeah, which is a big
Emo's
time.
had a terrible start. How do you kill someone in this arena at the moment?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think with global plus arena, any hero is killable. Like,
Okay.
you spear the puck will die, supports will die. It's just a matter
Dire's
of
middle tower
connecting
is under
anything,
attack.
which,
Feels a little awkward. I think Liquid are in the mood to fight. You've got this Axe with Blade Mail. You've got Nisha popping off right now. You have a Leshrac who, what, 3 points in Edict right now at the moment? Are we already in max Edict? We are not,
three,
but
yeah, he just hit
3.
six.
So, again, getting there. There's going to be an arena, which doesn't get much.
Was that just for fun?
I think so.
Dire are
Just a
scanning.
zoning arena. Okay, here we go, though. Into the triangle. The bait. Foxy here to break the smoke gank as he is trying to stack the camp, but he gets up the edicts. So he's doing a ton of damage. Eventually will fall.
Nisha's here.
Has a big kill. 500 gold right there to Emo. Boka will go down as a result. Unfortunately, seems like he will be the first dunk of the game. Unfortunately for him. Good for Saberlight. Good ward placed down there into the Static Storm. No way out. Another kill for Nisha. 4-0 and 5 on the puck so far.
Definitely starting to snowball a bit. Yeah, I think. I mean, you're concerned about Abba. I'm also concerned about that he's top net worth of his team and doing kind of nothing. But I feel like he tried to make that one move bot and be like, okay, guys, let's go kill this tower. But
Dire's middle
the tower
tower
stands,
is under
80%
attack.
health. Abba's 1 death though.
Yeah, and my concern is it's like, maybe my read on Abaddon is just wrong. Like, that could very well be. But my concern is, hold on, this is maybe an opportunity. Emo, gonna get caught here. The Global Silence to try and give them cover. Beyond coming on in. He's got a spear. Oh,
Dire's middle
no!
tower
I don't think it
is under
caught.
attack.
Nisha, he is kind of ticking down here to the last word. I think it would have killed him regardless. And now Insania
Reno?
in a little bit too deep. Very good kinetic field. That will save his life. All right. I thought they weren't going to get that. Very nicely done. Yeah, big pick off. And that'll buy more time for Abba, because just finish my point here, Gunnar, because maybe there are other people who have the same impression of an Abba, but he doesn't strike me as the same hero as like some Phantom Lancer, some carry Naga, some carry Anti-Mage who are like, don't worry, he's going to be useless for 30 minutes and then he'll carry us the game. Like, I know Abba can get there with like a ton of items, but compared to like a PL who will just spawn like 50 illusions, or an AM who's going to blink in, mana void,
Dire's
and then
middle
like
tower
win the
is
fight.
under attack.
Like, Abba just lumbers in with Radiance. Is he really gonna...
Dire's middle
Is that really
tower
gonna be
has
all that?
fallen.
You know what I'm saying?
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah,
is under
it's-
attack.
It feels awkward when it's like, oh yeah, you're gonna get your big timing, but it feels like late because of how the game's going, and now it's not this. I have Radiance, guys. They can't fight us. It's like, oh, okay, guys, I can use Radiance before my next item.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, at this point, it feels very much like a farm item. And he's... I mean, we'll see. We'll let him cook, because it was a 24th ABBA, wasn't it, from Yakutou Brothers this
Dire's
game?
middle tower
Yes,
is under
it was very
attack.
last pick.
This time around, Liquid maybe breaking the ankles of Yakutou Brothers. Ollie's just being dove underneath the tower. Good reaction. Does not save Ollie's life, but a nice kill there
Dire's
all the
bottom
same.
tower is under attack.
Casual coil drop there from Nisha. Yeah, because like you look on the other side of the river, right? And Mickey has got this Dragon Lance, he's got the Deso, going for the dagger timing, and then a BKB to keep himself covered. Feels like that power spike will be one sooner than the
Dire's bottom
Abbas,
tower
and two
is under attack.
just impactful, just very impactful.
Yeah. I'm saying TA is a better carry than ABBA.
You know, I might just be implying. Yeah, I think I'm a little biased caster here. The TA better carry than ABBA at the moment, but you know, we haven't really seen an ABBA game where he wins the lane and then kind of dominates from there. I'm not sure if that's really what he does even, because it's like, okay, you win the lane and then you get an 11-minute radiance instead of a 13-minute radiance, or even this game.
13. It's gonna be 17. My guy does not have one yet.
Yeah, no, he's still pretty far behind. Beyond is unfortunately a bit behind there on trying to catch the puck as they have forced the borrow time. This is bad. Boxy, he's blinked onto the back lines. He's forced out a global here. It's not half bad though, this global. It's good enough for the kill on a Saberlight, but you've already lost Fly. A big static storm here. It's gonna catch Emo with the coil to hold him down. Emo's silenced up. He's going absolutely nowhere. And the glimpse to condemn Beyond. It'll be a full wipe, a triple kill for Mickey as he wets the Deso with 3 stacks of damage already. Oh boy.
I think the second you see this like glimpse, and there's just what 3 heroes in the static storm, you know you're in trouble.
Oh yeah. Here's another look at that fight.
So they missed the initiation on the Mars
Dire's
or on the
top
puck.
tower is under attack.
Which, it's hard. I don't blame them for missing, but it's like here, right? Abel pops his ult. It's like, oh, this is a good
Dire's
shot.
top
And they're like, we're all gonna fight
tower
around this calling, but it doesn't really matter. Puck's just kind of fighting through it, and then pretty much
Dire's middle tower
like,
is
oh, I
under
was so
attack.
close. Storm almost lives. There's like half a second
Yeah.
or less.
It's just so much damage. That blink on Boxy, just getting on top of the silencer. He forces the ult, I think, a little early there. And then I think if they have it to cover the storm so he doesn't get static storm, maybe that fight looks way better, but just support it. Really nice blink in. Dunk number 2 for Saberlight here. 2 seconds away, by the way, from that borrowed time.
Now it's just
Dire's
over in the other
bottom
direction.
tower is under attack.
Yes, sir. 10K in 18 minutes, 18
Radiant
to 5. And does this Abba have a
Dire's
Radiance
middle
yet? We on
tower is under
Radiance
attack.
watch still? No, he's got Radiance. It's completed. Okay.
Yeah, he finished, I think, right before he died.
18-minute Radiance.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
In the meantime, there's Deso, there's Dagger, there's Dragon Lance, and BKB soon enough. And look at
Dire's
Boxy,
middle
dude.
tower is
Boxy,
under attack.
this is a offlaner who has just 1,000 more net worth than you, and that will be quickly even less, with 300 now swinging in the direction of Boxy.
So being bought to set up already too.
Radiant's bottom
Here's
tower
Insania.
is under
Oh,
attack.
Static Storm instantly. Saberlight to follow up. Do they have enough for a dunk? Yes, they do.
Cut you like cordwood.
This one is,
It's rough.
yeah. This was rough for Yakutou. I don't know what they do. High ground, I guess. You always have high ground. Maybe some Miracle Roche fight here, but it's looking tough, honestly. I don't know how you start these fights right now for Yakutou, brother. That's kind of where I'm struggling. Unless Liquid are gonna, you know, just get a little bit too confident moving around the map and open themselves up to some pickoffs, which is possible. I think in fair fights, Yakutou brothers are really going to struggle here.
I think it's You know, I wanted to say Storm BKB timing, but then I clicked him and he's 100 gold. So it's not 4,000. Saying I have some bad memories of people being like, I need one more item. There's I'm not gonna name any names.
Okay.
I used to have this carry who would go like, okay guys, I need this item. He's like, I need a BKB to fight. I'm like, okay. So we wait, we just delay, he gets his BKB. And the enemy gets like a butterfly and he goes, okay guys, wait, I need an MKB before we fight. We wait till he has his MKB. The enemy has like a satanic. He's like, okay guys, wait, I need a Scotty before we can fight. He has a satanic. And then eventually they're going high ground and he's like, wait. So
He's like, Glyph, throw your bodies, buy back.
yeah,
I'm almost there.
We did not win a lot of those games.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And I don't think they can wait.
Catch potentially
okay.
here. Hold on. Like away though. Could not get through his refraction charge. He had one more. And now the rest of Liquid here, they're coming in for revenge. Flyfly does get this ulti off, but Boxy's in the midst of things. That's only going to actually heal up Flyfly to full. Not a bad fight. A good arena onto 2. The jump on in, this time from Nisha. And now the follow-up from Mickey with the BKB active. Static Storm to cover them. Down goes Beyond and Flyfly. But Emo, he's kind of unleashed. No, he's been glimpsed away. He's back to the top lane. And that leaves both supports now for Yakutou brothers completely isolated. Hold on though, they got hands. Oh no, Baboka, the dead shot wasn't there, and that's gonna allow Mickey to get off another refraction. He still dies.
He walked into the calling.
He did. Nisha gets on top of Ollie.
Oh, no.
Wait, so the fight's actually not that bad.
That's not that bad.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I watched it. He was in there. He was fine. The tower was not in there. He was cursing a tower, and he just. Oh.
Is he about to? Okay, Boxy owns him with the Interceptor. Very nice job. Cool as ice. Sunglasses on. I'm just solo killing the mid. Well, not really solo, but you get the idea.
Okay,
Wait,
so
let's see that fight again, because that was crazy.
I think at the start, I mean, if they canceled Mickey's blink there at the very beginning of that fight, that could have been so different. Because I think his BKB was not, it wasn't delivered. So actually, if he cancels his BKB at the very start, it would have been terrible. But Abba's ult gets popped here, and then I think that kind of ended up being a bit too early for it to get popped. And they get these 2 free kills, but then now Lesh goes back in with the TA, and they just kill these 2 cores for free. And even Emo just TPs in and gets glimpsed back. I hope they see the calling.
I think we will. I think it's going to be at the tail end of this. So here's the calling.
So he's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's
Mickey's good. He gets his kill. And then here he walks. And he just...
Yeah, I didn't really see his face. I think he leaned back a little bit. Maybe he thought it was going to end.
I don't think he was expecting.
Or like he wasn't expecting... He thought he had one more refraction charge than he did? How many of that just deals 1 instance of refraction, right?
Yes.
Calling? And then the tower shots, 1 each. Okay. I mean, it'll still end up a Roche for Liquid. The game feels very similar, but it is a small gold injection.
Not really impactful in terms of like the journey of the game. Like, Liquid still feels ahead. I don't think it's given the Yakutou brothers any damage or like HP to survive Liquid's damage. Like it didn't really change the amount of items that they have.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Stupendous!
And it's not going to change the fact that Liquid is still coming up high ground
Dire's bottom tower
as
is
soon
under
as
attack.
Roche drops. And Dagger, 8-second BKB and an Aegis for 4 minutes and 23 seconds on this Templar Assassin. Jump on in is pretty fast. Boca, silence, no chance to be able to get off. To pierce the veil. Paul is going to pull Beyond a little bit further away from the tower, from the high ground. He's going to get this arena of blood up. Global silence, a decent spear on the 2. Can they take down the puck? BKB activated, 300 HP. Away he goes. Fly will be glimpsed away. And Liquid low, but not out. They're going to be just fine.
Okay.
GG. There it is. Oh, wow. Okay. Fair enough.
All right. I mean,
Nisha having a laugh.
I think that's a fine call. I think it makes sense. Again, I think that the game was in a position that it was pretty hard for it to be winnable. But I feel like TI is the one tournament where you rarely see those like early game GGs.
Yeah.
Like more often than not, it's okay, guys. We're gonna fight till our ancient's dead.
Five seconds remaining.
Yakutou brothers, we have ourselves a
Team
game 3
Liquid's
draft, which is just
turn
about to get
bat.
started.
Yakutou brothers turn
I
to
think.
pick.
Who else is like a helm carrier? I feel like almost anyone can be a helm. I mean, everyone was expecting
Everyone can be a helm carrier.
Yeah,
There's,
right. So
I mean, every hero wants to buy it, but
then what? Do you just go Darkseer here then? Do you go Darkseer
10
helm? You got a good lane
seconds
partner, right? Pretty
yeah,
good setup,
Darkseer looks
song
great.
vacuum.
5 seconds
To
remaining.
be honest, I like it. Their stuns are a little lacking. It's just like clockwork-ish Dragonite stun,
Yeah.
but
Choose
Something
your
different
hero.
then.
okay.
So who's the core
Phoenix offlane.
for Beyond?
Yep.
Yeah, you're correct. Good call. Liquid with a much more straightforward draft that everyone will lock in, and it is going to be Emo on the mid lane, Timbersaw then. So the third game of Phoenix offlane here on the road to the International. You have Song rather into Supernova, into the Chakrams being set up, into some nice cogs to force heroes to stay around. I guess it means he's going to be going for the Dying Light facet as well, which means his lane's super, well, not super strong, but he's a strong, or much stronger than you would anticipate, like you're kind of getting at. I kind of like it, but honestly, I think I like this Liquid draft just a little bit more.
Prepare for battle.
I'm not sure where it is. I think there's something clunky about this Yakutou brothers lineup, in my opinion. I can't quite put my finger on it though.
Yeah, I think. To me, it's the Lycan. I feel like the Lycan's a bit not responded to properly. And for me, that's scary. Lycan's been just like randomly first picked or like first phased in a lot of the games this tournaments. So that's like the hero I see that's a concern. But honestly, I don't really mind their draft. I like Dragonite as a hero. I like Phoenix as a core. Phoenix core always usually looks good. So
30 seconds
I wouldn't
to
say
battle.
it's like some out draft for Liquid. If anything, I think that if they mess up and fall behind, I think that they'll just get snowballed really hard by the Phoenix.
All right. I mean, we'll see. I could see that as well for the core Phoenix. So I do think Supernova's a pretty powerful setup for the rest of the team fight. And we got some smoke on smoke action. Nothing too shocking here as far as facets go. By the way, we still have pack leader. It's not Spirit Wolves. Thunderstorm, no
Battle
transference.
begins.
Maybe just the only thing to note is chicken fingers for Boxy instead of greater
Interesting.
serpent ward or massive serpent ward. I think we've seen a lot of big snakes usually.
Yeah, usually. I'm curious. I'm thinking. So sometimes you'll do it when you have stuff you want to hit. Like I know for Undying, you'd rather have multiple shaman snakes because they'll kill the tune faster. But this game, it's not really. Nothing comes to mind because it doesn't work on egg. Obviously.
No, only hero attacks work on egg.
Denied.
Which means that
know.
Helm auto attacks work on egg now? Because they got changed to like hero type? Is that a thing? That can't be a thing. Is it a thing?
No, because imagine if Visage Birds did damage to egg.
Right, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. That's where my brain went.
I don't think Bear does. Bear can't hit egg, I think.
Yeah, bear can't hit egg. That's true. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah. That matchup is annoying. Oof. This matchup versus Lone Druid and TA mid. TA mid used to just feel so bad for Lone Druid.
Uh-oh. That's not a good start here for the Phoenix. In fact, it's first blood for Insania.
Run red.
What happened? They just walked him down?
I think they just walked him down, man. Just boundless strike and a thunderstorm. Baboka, I don't know. I'm surprised, honestly, that because Clockwork's a pretty darn good level 1 bodyguard.
Yeah.
That's not what you're looking for on the Phoenix. You don't want to start falling too far behind, especially against a hero who is technically melee, but sometimes hits like a ranged hero. That Monkey King. You got no armor right on this Phoenix, so you give him that little bit of an advantage, and he might run away with this one. But I'll tell you what, Emo having a fun time as well in this lane. Nisha, no stick yet. Just saving up for the bottle first. I thought maybe he'd start with a stick, as did Emo.
Looking at top, I think top is. I'm a bit worried for you, Yakutou brothers top. I feel like they might not shut down this Lycan first few levels, and then they'll just farm. Oh, solo kill.
Solo kill off camera. Just a level 2 whirling death. That's I think all it was. That's all it could have been, really.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't even have a bottle. You killed him.
Well, that's one way to stop the liquid supports from rotating at minute 4, although I suspect that won't stop him, actually. Just kill him first. How to not die at minute 4? Just kill him before that. Strong start for Emo there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that this lane is going this well for Emo. I know this lane should be favored because it's Tumor versus Strength Hero, melee, but getting a kill just solo like 2 minutes into the lane like that is not how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be just Shakers a little behind.
You know what probably makes a pretty big difference here as well, I reckon, is it's with that stat loss on Whirling Death. Because you crit, obviously you're crit Shaker right on the enchant totem. And when it stacks, you probably do like way less damage. I'm sure like it just makes the trades that are normally super easy for Shaker suddenly very unsustainable. Like I think you really have to shift.
Yeah. I can see that. And it's like if you press a Q on your enchant totem, just like 15-20 less damage.
Yeah, right, per hit. And then if you have 2 of them on, you lose even more. Like, just feels tough, right? He's got his little bit of armor, and I know reactive armor's not really all that anymore, since they've reworked it a ton. But it probably adds up here pretty well for the Timber, all things considered.
It's so good in these melee, random melee lanes. Come on, don't contest the rune. Just give it. Yes, thank you. Give up the rune. I got worried. I don't know, every time I see Emo walk to the forefront.
No, dude, he's gonna have to lock in and fight to the death. Can't you tell he's dueled? He's basically dueled. Wait, down bottom? Okay, there's gonna be the action as Beyond. He will manage to evade a death there. Good job focusing onto the killable hero in the bottom lane. Fly. Gets up the breathe fire. Look at those body blocks. My goodness, the micro from Saberlight. On a point. More wolves summoned here. Ollie, he's going to go ahead and mirror image as well. Somehow that Naga Siren, she slips through the gap there, trying to escape. Deluge capping that movement speed. The auto attacks the wolves. Nice. And of all things, it's going to be the Ether Shock from Boxy to secure the kill.
So this was my concern, right? That they're not going to press the Lycan the first 2-3 levels, 2-3 minutes, and then eventually just wins the lane.
Dying Light. Careful for that Dying Light. Beyond. Oh, get onto the tower. I think he's dead.
20 health. 20 health.
Just lives. And Insania, that's a back-to-back death. He's not going to have TP here, actually. I don't know if that'll make a difference because Beyond is so low HP. I don't know if they can really make a play. And Monkey doing monkey things. Good cogs. Very nice cogs.
He can die in like about 10 seconds on mid cave. He's not too careful.
Right.
Like that one dive with his W on.
Boxy's just getting harangued by these mirror image illusions.
This guy's alone. The monkey's alone, guys. Go. Believe in yourself.
Moment. I think if Disruptor shows mid, I think they might have a play to make. Okay, so now they'll know as Ollie's going to get caught here. Keeping our eyes on bottom. No aggressive moves here quite yet as Ollie tanking the aggro. He's going to prevent a stack at the very least. Wow.
Ooh,
very
so
nice.
so
Still dies. Still dies to Insania, but nice dodge.
That was so close to getting to that many neutrals. It was like 20 health, 15 health.
Okay, they're going now bottom onto the Monkey King. Let's see if they can get the kill. Boundless Strike. Boca is now going to find Insania here in the mid lane as
Radiant's
Beyond
middle tower
connecting
is
on the
under attack.
fire spirits. He's got one last one, I think, but it's not going to matter as Boca, he's just going to end up taking too much damage. Down he goes.
And now mid, he's
Careful
dying
mid
with the DD move.
Yeah, amplified damage active. That chakram's going to do a whole lot. Oh, and the whirling death even more. Fissure just in case, but that'll be Nisha having to go home and having a regen. I've got to say, Yakutou brothers, they've been doing an excellent job making sure that this triangle is not stacked whatsoever. So the natural recovery mechanism that a lot of Shakers usually rely on in tough lane matchups, it's not really here at the moment. And I love this move from Emo, choosing to gank this top lane, trying to relieve some of this pressure. Saberlight and now Nisha, both in this top lane. Boxy's already dead. Let's see what Ollie can do here against two cores.
Timber is strong. So he's actually going to be able to protect his Naga.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He will live. The tiniest bit of space as well for Fly, who's not too bad off, all things considered. But again, our concern is they have not really interrupted the flow state that Saberlight is in. He's top net worth here at the moment.
Yep. He has his Helm of the Dom coming on Courier.
Action's bottom, though. I think on that smoke. I don't think they're going to kill Nisha here.
They might get the Disruptor, though. It's close. Monkey's coming back with the Shaman.
Yeah, they're going
See,
for
like,
it,
he's
but they're
blocking
running into a
the team.
smoke here. Boundless from Fog into an easy kill there on Beyond. Baboka, he was stunned as well. Nothing he could do.
Take the creeps.
Yeah, an instant D ward as well. That's stinging. As a Liquid off to a decent start here. It's just a 1k lead. It's not the 3k we had this early last game. Yakutou brothers with much more active cores in general. This DK, I assume, will show up to more fights and apply more map pressure than the ABBA ever did in game 1. Saberlight's off to a much better start here as well, which is perhaps the biggest concern at the moment.
If you're anti-Saberlight or if you are Saberlight?
I think if you're anti-Saberlight. I think if you're anti-Nisha, you're happy this game because he's not off to the best start either. Beyond having a tough game, Nisha just barely more net worth than him. This could change things on its head, though. That was an Echo Slam committed and a wonderful bit of rotations from Liquid to secure the kill onto the Timber.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, we didn't get the haste turn off.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Uh-oh.
Curious what build
Dire's
he's going
middle
to go.
tower is under attack.
It's probably trouble for Ollie, too. But Boko,
Is it
get in here with the
Phoenix?
cogs.
He's going to hit 6. Yeah, he's 6 now on Phoenix.
We can Icarus dive on over. Beyond holding on to that. It's got one vessel charge, but we might need to deploy it up top lane. Saberlight getting active here. Uh-oh. Hard to run from someone who's hasted, really. All the trees cut down. Saberlight will be forced back. Zemo giving chase onto the creeps, it looks like. We'll keep our eyes down bottom, though. Baboka, he's sneaking around that tower. Yeah, he's just going to run on in. Should be a fairly easy kill. No way out of this one for Insania. Did he get his vessel or his urn charges? I'm not sure. It's always something to be careful of when you Icarus dive.
He has
good.
2. I'm going to assume that he got like...
Yeah, that was his first one. Perfect. That's always a concern when you dive away. Sometimes you're out of range.
What is it? Based on
Radiant's
assists.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
If
middle
only.
tower is under attack.
If only. It's an Invis room battled up for Nisha. It's Beyond pretty good work on this tower, actually. They managed to clear the waves out. They booted the Monkey King, so that tier 1 tower is theirs.
Radiant's
And
bottom
DK,
tower
of
is
course,
under
being
attack.
just a naturally tanky laner,
Radiant's
he
bottom
has
tower
managed to
has
defend this tower.
fallen.
This tower is barely taking a scratch, even. It hasn't. Brand new. You can return it full price.
Yeah? Is that how you know it's like, oh, this is a good buy. I can return it at full price.
Yeah, exactly.
Top fly fly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bit of trouble. Good read to
Just
kind of just
tanking.
turn and hit the creeps. I was scared. I was scared of like a glimpse.
Me too. There's no static storm quite yet. And like
Now
it just
he's
a few
armored.
seconds away from the shapeshift. So Saberlight's got that ready now.
Radiant's
He's
middle tower is
fairly
under
tanky
attack.
though with this armlet. bonus armor and everything.
I don't think they should go on him. I think they want to play the like hit their timings game. They are liking get his helm down 2. Let your shaker get his blink. And Monkey get his echo. He's not going to go Radiance. I'm so sure he won't.
I don't think Monkey should. I think with the game that Nisha's having, I mean, he's what? He's the poorest core of them all at the moment. He's struggling, right? He did get a kill there on the emo, but there will be action now as gating from the bottom lane is Beyond and Baboka. This is a really dangerous time here for Liquid. Let's see if they get caught by anything. Static Storm, it's Insania on the backline, so he's going to be caught first. Beyond gets off the Supernova. Ooh, Saberlight, they get the kill there onto the DK, but he's got this Vessel debuff. He will live. Oh, just barely, though.
Tower is under attack.
Boxy denying himself to the Ancients, so not half bad there, all things considered. They get the kill, they lose both supports, but one's a deny, effectively. Okay. Saber was close to dying. You know what might have saved him there? Sister's Shroud.
Old Sister's Shroud. The good days.
1 or 2 auto attacks. I think that fight looks way differently for Liquid. Instead, you see this mid-tier 1 tower going down. Saberlight able to keep his creeps alive. Just throwing these skellies on the Dark Troll Summoner. It's a glimpse I hear. Baboka dying to Wolves, dying to Thunderstrike. Unable to deny himself to the Golems.
Dire's courier has been killed.
This game feels the most even out of all the 3 games. I feel like in the first 2 it was like a stomp both ways, and now this game's like, okay, it's a barely 1k lead, it's 13 minutes in the game. You take a tower, we take a tower. You pressure mid, we pressure mid. It's like they're kind of responding to each other, but not reacting, if that makes sense.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Reacting is kind of like, oh, someone's doing this to me, I gotta do this to them. Or it's like, you're not the ones making moves. You're always like debating. You see what they do and you're like, okay guys, let's CP. Let's CP, let's CP, let's CP. And I don't think either team's had that issue. I think both teams are kind of like making their own plays.
Really nice smoke from the Yakutou brothers. Nisha, it's got the regen running, but it's not going to save his life. He could have wanded and maybe echoed, but I think he's dead no matter what there. Really nice smoke. I think Liquid read that perfectly. They had wolves that kind of scouted basically they were about to smoke. Hold on, Flyfly's dying. With song? Ooh, just a little late. It's a funeral song, unfortunately.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, I think even if he tried to not toggle it, I think he would have lived one more hit.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That would have been so crazy if he lived.
Liquid reacting well, though. Put themselves in position to pick up a kill on the enemy safe laner. You know who I'm a little bit surprised has been... I wouldn't call him passive. He's got 3 kills after all, but I thought we'd see a little bit more of emo ganking side lanes. He's got this Kaya now.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah, I think he could have ganked bot, but bot doesn't really have a good catch.
Great hook shot. Echo Slam still going to come through. Emo still dead to rights, though, but there's a Supernova on top, and Nisha trapped inside of these cogs, trying for the kill onto Baboka. Will succeed there, but dead here to the follow-up from the Dragon Knight. A double kill for Nisha. Still pretty good for his money, for his game. Blink was on the way, I reckon, but now he's 800 gold closer to that shard. Okay. Flyfly just farming snakes, though. That's always the tough pill to swallow after you're a shaman and all your snakes get eaten.
You respect when people do the thing where they just like micro all of the snakes to try to deny each other?
Of course, that's me, dude. Of course I respect them. That's me.
You just see them all like start trying to like cancel their attacks and attack each other.
Yeah, of course.
I get so
there are some cosmetics which have like a really rough animation, but there are some Serpent Ward cosmetics which have like a really smooth attack animation. And those are the nice ones I like to equip to make sure you can just deny everything.
You don't like ugly skins?
I don't, well, you know, I'm a little bit more form follows function for me, you know?
Okay.
It's gotta... I'm the guy who's buying my skins to confuse enemy laners, or I take the Slacks method and I dress up my heroes as ugly as possible. because it's like a hidden taunt, you know? It's like they get angry.
Have you seen the
you.
Primal Beast one? I think it was like Zai used to do it. Have you ever seen that?
The one where he looks like Big Nick's assassin?
No, he'll use default head and then like the Yeti body and then default arms. And so the Yeti body's way bigger because it has like fur and stuff. So it's like you have this like massive body and then these like tiny little arms that are a different shade and your head's like really tiny compared to the model.
Oh, you're just talking about Puffer Jacket Primal Beast, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just got his winter coat on.
He's just a little chilly.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah, exactly.
tower is under attack.
Ooh. Yeah, but Boca wants to go for Monkey, but he's gonna be walking over this observer. Oh, I think he saw him? No, he didn't. I'll have to go at least.
Smoke is going to get interrupted here. So it's just a kill here onto Ollie. I'm not sure if that was really the blink reveal, but it could have been from Nisha now that I look at it. Ollie tanking that gank perfectly. It's going to allow Beyond and Baboka. Well, maybe not Baboka. Did stop to take the Watcher. Nah, he's okay. He'll make it out.
Game slowed down a bit. Hasn't really been a big play or like big team fight outside of the one little catch that they had on Ollie, but I don't I'm thinking of who likes a slow game. So Timbersaw scales really hard versus their draft with an Ags because I don't think that there's like a lot of damage on Liquid. Like Timber gets Ags, he walks into 5 heroes, he's fine. But on the same side for Liquid, there's gonna be AC in about like 3 minutes or so, which is a really big item. Just for dealing, even for dealing damage. Like if you look at the enemy heroes, Clock has 6 armor, that goes to 1. Nog has 9, that goes to 4. It's like sure, it's like the Dragon Knight, the Timber, it's not as big, but even getting your team a little more damage, maybe your support lives an extra auto attack. Or
Radiant
you push buildings faster. I just think that the AC is gonna be this really good timing, and I've also noticed a lot of the Lycans that are successful are going this.
Roshan, contested here. Beyond. What about his opportunity? There's a static storm that makes things a bit more difficult, but Insania's dead. Not without getting off at least the static storm. Almost good enough for the kill on the Baboka. In fact, they have to use the song to get this Ancient Thunderhide off of him. He will live. In the meantime, Saberlight going mano a mano versus Fly. There's the Wukong's command set up. Good fissure. Isolates Fly from the rest of his team. Nisha going in. Has the Echo Slam. They caught Beyond with that. And the head. No chance for the Supernova. Down he goes. Saberlight with a double kill. Liquid winning the Roche fight as they rebuke, rebuff the Yakutou brothers. Straight back into the pit to finish off what they came for.
Timber. No, he doesn't want to go. Something felt weird there. Like there was a Monkey King ult that was dropped for almost a full duration, and there's like 2-3 seconds left. Phoenix dives in and then just dies.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. Look at this. So he runs up with the big ancient creep, sees the clockwork, kind of pokes him down. At the same time, they see the disruptor on the low ground, so they kill him. And I think it's here. It's like sure, Fly goes in. He's really aggressive. Like this is good. I don't think he'll die. Like what is it? Like 1 stun? He gets caught by something. Yeah. He gets stunned by the fissure into the chain stun from the shaman. But I think they could have just lasered him from far. He still had laser on the Phoenix, so you just laser maybe on the high ground above him, then you egg.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, because it was weird, because Emo Timber chains back up to the high ground, and then Beyond just goes in, like deep. So I don't think they're really on the same page there. I also think, like, it wasn't that good of a... I don't think it was a bad Wukong. It's like it zoned, it allowed Liquid to set back up and, you know, get ready to round 2, if you will. But it wasn't like a Wukong's that was going to allow Liquid to finish Roche. I think that's easy for us to say. I don't think Yakutou brothers had vision on Roche's HP. Maybe they were afraid the Shaker and Lycan were just going to finish Roche, and that's why they felt pressured to go in. But I think if they watch the tape, I think they're going to be like, we probably could have chilled. Like, they still Elder Dragon form for a while.
They watched the tape.
You gotta watch it, you know? Watch the X's and O's. Get the coach in there. Get Coach Yakult for you.
It's my favorite. I love watching the tapes. Do you watch
middle tower
pro team
is under
replays a lot?
attack.
I feel like you're getting better.
Yeah. I watch the replays, of course. I try and watch the replays and I try and watch their streams. I'm always in the chats.
I think so. For me, I actually take this for a lot of people to improve. The best thing was pubs. Actually, more than tournament games. Okay, tell me that your pub players play like either of these teams at all.
Not even close. I mean,
Exactly.
but we're built different. You and I is a nice way to put it.
Okay.
You know, I'm building double headdresses in my games, and you're getting drafted.
Yes.
You know, on teams. It's a little different.
Sure.
My fly here. He's in some trouble. Nice side of Storm's going to prevent a song from coming through. That is if they even had one. Glimpse back in. Fly still dead to rights. We'll go now.
That was the whole team though. That was 5 heroes bought.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Sorry, they killed him through song. That was on it. I thought I heard it, but my volume was just a bit low. Nice kill by Liquid. This BKB cannot come fast enough for Fly.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And Emo's at his
tower is under
Ag Scepter
attack.
and is quickly farming his way up towards
Dire's
BKB.
structures are
Despite
fortified.
Liquid having a pretty significant net worth lead, I mean 3k at 22 minutes. You still have a very farmed Timber Saw ultimately, and items are still getting completed.
I think so. It looks like they're smoking. I don't know why they. Oh, okay. So there's BKB on Phoenix, which maybe is going to let him go in, but there's not really any timings.
BKB
I'm trying to
Phoenix,
see.
maybe they feel
kind
no
of-
shapeshift, no static storm.
Yeah,
But
it's
into
just the windows
Aegis?
for that are so small. It's like they have
right?
20 seconds to get a catch before Lycanol, 10 seconds for Disruptor.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm so big now. It just takes so long to get out of your base.
And also with
Illusion-
Aegis being a minute away,
Right? Yeah. No,
I think they were just scared of getting jumped by the Shadow Shaman.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, it's going to allow Yakutou brothers to get back out on the map, fix their lanes, get a little bit more pushing in. Like I said, we're pretty close to that BKB now on Timber, and I believe the DK. Liquid,
Radiant
going to go ahead
is
and
scanning.
look to make a move
Oh,
now.
Liquid is smoking and a good scan on Dragonite. Fly, go base. Oh, he's so close to getting out.
Oh, stunned. Fissure into the follow-up totem with the blink on and Fly.
Not
He's
to
in
be.
a very tricky place here. His courier only delivering the Mithril Hammer, not the full BKB, and no support for him, no
Radiant's bottom
TPs.
tower is under attack.
He'll die right outside of his tower.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The game, I think, is starting to slip away a bit for Yakutou brothers, but they
Dire's
still
top tower has fallen.
they still have the damage, I think, to take a real fight. I just feel like the
Radiant's
last
bottom tower is under
5 minutes or so, it's kind of just been pickoffs for
Radiant's
Liquid. Like,
top
they gave away Roche, they gave away these random like kills
Radiant's
bot
middle
lane,
tower
and
is under attack.
I don't think you can afford that, especially versus like heavy push draft for Liquid. Like the second Liquid gets an advantage, they can drop boards, they can drop Lycan, and that's really not. I think just get your items, get their BKBs. The Timber has his now. I think you really need this Dragonite. Like you want to use your heroes to protect him. I think even Naga should just start following Dragonite around and just save with the song.
Yeah,
Because you do have the damage.
tried. I also think low-key a strong item here is going to be this Phoenix Shard. I think beyond I don't know, it's a really good plate mail game too, honestly, so I'm having trouble just saying ignore the full Shivas because that is a big, you know, damage spike for your team. But I also think if you can get off a good egg with BKB and throw down a laser during it, I also think you're sitting
Radiant's
quite pretty in
middle
that
tower
fight.
is under attack.
Yeah, no.
Radiant's middle tower has
I don't think
fallen.
this net worth lead really matters right now. Like it's like only 4k, and their draft is good. Again, like Dragonite gets a stun on a core, I think that guy will die to the Timber damage in an instant. It's just I feel like they haven't just found the momentum or the jumps.
Yeah, and these items are coming online. Oh, you know what? Saberlight did not go for the AC first. He actually built BKB and then Orchid. So there has not been an AC in these fights, which is a little scarier, right? Because that means that Power Spike is still coming. For now, though,
yes.
Liquid hitting a triple BKB timing here shortly. Saberlight's got his. Nisha's just now flying his out, I believe. And Mickey had his just about a minute ago. So we should see another move from them, or maybe they're going to wait for this Roche timer. But that has bought time now for Fly to finish up his own BKB. So what do we have? 6 BKBs at the moment, if I'm not mistaken? Indeed.
I feel like that's a calm before the storm. I think this next Roche fight is going to be really big. You're going to see Liquid's going to, I think, especially even with the Dom, he might just start splitting it up from himself to push these random lanes in as you get Roche on closer and closer to spawning. Because if you make it awkward, you make a guy show, maybe the start of the fight's 5v5. And also look at this wolf scouting. Oh.
They smoke under a wolf. Yes,
they smoked right directly under a wolf. So Liquid knows exactly what's happening, and they might even set up for a little bait here.
See the reaction from them.
Baiting.
Things off. There's going to be the shapeshift. Fly catches him immediately with a stun. The Centaur Conqueror even following up. Pretty good. Conqueror is going to block off the rest of the team. Baboka, he'll go in. Echo Slam, good enough for the kill. Only onto Baboka. That's the Supernova Sun committed, and the fight's not taking place anywhere around it. All of a sudden, Insania able to get on top of Beyond. It's BKB on cooldown, and Saberlight will begin to run down these cores, assisted by the Glimpse. The Wolf Scout here by Saberlight is going to end up winning Liquid the fight. They're up 8k. They're going to go high ground. Roche has spawned, but they've got business on the enemy high ground, don't they?
Is under attack.
That I don't know if Nisha meant to block the hook, but him actually blocking that hook, meaning that the Clockwork kind of was on this guy with a BKB, it hurts, because if the hook was supposed to hit the Shaman there. Okay, so he goes down the back line. I mean, Fly's still strong, but this looks like a free Rax, and maybe they can look to chase down heroes. They do have the Clock Ags, they have the hook up still, but.
Okay, quick stun there. Fissure blocks off the monkey, but of course he can just simply leap over the fissure. And Fly goes,
didn't even have to
delicious snakes.
Okay. And that's the big swing, right? That's not what Yakutou brothers needed. I am starting to feel worried about the burst damage versus BKBs. I think so. In that last fight, you saw Shaker pop BKB, Lycan pop BKB, and they just run at cores. Like Shaker kills Clockwork during the BKB, just echo, just kill the guy. It doesn't matter. And then at the same time, Lycan just popped BKB and ran through the song and killed the Naga Siren. And the fight just kind of turned into 3v5 with the stuns. And at the same time, Yakutou brother cores had to pop all their BKBs because they're worried about random fissures, random hexes, random disruptor ults. And so it's like they don't have the damage to kill during BKBs, whereas Liquid does. And now it's to the point where I don't even know if they get this perfect jump if they can kill a core. Like I think if Lycan gets jumped alone with the DK and Timber fully on him, I don't even know if he dies. I think he's just gonna pop BKB ult and run away.
Yeah, he's pretty big now. I mean, he doesn't have that plate mail yet for the AC, but it's coming soon.
3,000 health rush.
No song, right? Yeah, no song for 15. Only a potential hook shot, but there's so much in the way.
Oh, he snatched it!
He snatched the Aegis! You thief! How did you get away with that? He's gonna die. He will pay immediately for that one, but well worth the cost of admission. As Mickey, he's gonna get jumped by Fly. Yakutou brothers dividing and conquering. As there's even a hook shot now. They find Saberlight taken down. Oh my goodness.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I was looking, I was like, Timber's walking to the pit, he has no blink. There's not really a good angle for the clock hook, and Ollie just blinks into the pit. I can't believe that.
The classic Naga Siren blink into the pit. Of all the heroes to expect, you know, I would have rated Ollie on the Naga Siren this game as least likely to snatch it. Literally, the least likely. This is already after the snatch.
It.
Can we go back?
Highlight, but no, we missed it. But it's so it's just like the fight gets so split. Nisha actually just pretty much died 100-0 on a stun to the DK, which I'm actually surprised that he was that squishy. And then Lycan uses BKB to kind of try to dive the Phoenix in the backline, so then his goes down, gets hooked. Oof. Okay,
Crazy
so
fight.
Dragon Knight does do damage, and Nisha is squishy. So I think, I guess, looking at that fight now. Oh, here we go. Here we go. You can see all look.
Dude, he just gets
Blinks
in
and
there.
it gets it. He just gets it.
My man, literally, he just says, you know what? Someone's got to save this game, and I guess it's me. And just
I mean,
gets in
that,
there.
if they manage to turn this game around, it's actually because of that Aegis still.
That's so.
Which is
2
crazy.
heroes in the pit. What, 9 serpent wards? No vision, right? They don't know really where Roche was standing.
They
And he
had
just
clock. They had the
that's fair.
rocket flares were out.
That's fair.
So he knew exactly what was going on, but still just doing that on a Naga Siren, getting in there.
What a baller, honestly. 0-6-4, but Ali's been playing a pretty solid game. You know, he's been breaking all these smoke ganks a lot of the times, honestly.
Dire's
Also,
middle
his
tower
queue up
is
is
under
he's going
attack.
refresher. He's gonna have 2 songs. Okay, so I see the angle for the team fights now.
Okay.
So Shaker's actually really squishy, and he dies to the DK son. So DK has to either jump the Shaker, kill it, Disruptor, or Shaman. I think these fights where he gets baited and jumps the Lycan are really bad, which I think is what happened in that like fight where they obviously their smoke got scouted by the Lycan at the start of the fight, but you have to hold back. I think sometimes it'd be like, okay, I see the Lycan, I can't jump him, and like hold your blink, let them maybe jump you or something else. Even Monkey, I think, might be able to get bursted by the DK plus Timber. I just think anyone but Lycan, just any hero that is not Lycan, you want to jump, you want to go, and
Illusion.
Blink is now finished for Timber. Daedalus is now up for the Dragon Knight. They're getting their items. Sheila's even for the Phoenix.
Well, that's the thing you were saying, right? Even with the 6k lead, even when it was about 10k before Ali saves the day and snatches the Aegis, you were saying, Yakutou brothers, they still have the damage. The draft is there for them, right?
Yep.
Even with an item or so behind. And really, everyone's pretty comparable if you just take a look at net worth, core to cores. The only one who's not able to go band for band right now, it's Beyond, right? He's the one who is further behind, but his team fight impact can be that much greater here. Careful for Boxy. I think he's got a BKB even.
Okay, they might try to turn.
Here.
I don't think he dies.
Wukong's command.
This is
Get that
dangerous. Fly's around.
No, just leaves though.
Oh no,
Now, do we have a potential counter initiation? There's going to be a Hex first onto the DK. Does get off that BKB, trying to turn and fight, but Ollie's dead through the song. Beyond activates his BKB as well, trying to keep up Fly. The heals, no, just not strong enough. And Beyond, he doesn't have an Icarus dive, only the egg. But what's going to protect him? That's what's going to do it. The Clockwork jumps in to save the day. Emo to follow up with the damage. They get through Saberlight, but what about the rest of the team? Emo
still has a BKB.
he's echo slammed, and the control again from Boxy is there to jump in, but I think that's chicken fingers of all things, which is going to put a dead Phoenix into the ground.
Rocket's
Beyond's
looking
going
for
to go
Nisha.
down. It's just the Clockwork now here, Gunnar. Baboka, he's very annoying, but I think eventually he too shall die. Almost gets Nisha, by the way. But that is going to be a 1 for 5.
I don't think that. So Emo didn't press his BKB the whole fight because Insane has an Axe, and so I think when he went in there, he wasn't expecting the Disruptor Axe.
Oh no.
But there's some. I think the initiation from Fly trying to get on the Shaker, like he did the same thing where it's like, oh, I want to kill the Shaker. But like if you look at this fight, this was pretty bad for Liquid on this initiation. They actually waste the Wukong, and I think if they played this a bit slower, it would have worked out better. But they force Fly in. His Naga Siren gets scared, so she blinks into the Monkey King ult to Song and then just dies to it. And now it's like you're down 2, and they still almost win this 2v5. I think actually if Evo pressed his BKB here on this Blinken, they would have won the fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it took. But he walks back into it is the issue, and he's not able to really like stop from dying.
Insania's reaction as well was really clutch there. The Static Storm coming out at that moment stops the cog. I think if there's cogs, that could have been an even more troubling fight, but that's going to be the power of the Ags. Insania, strong positioning. these Liquid supports, I think, really making a big difference. You can see in these fights where they're not getting jumped first, the impact that they're having, right? These random hexes, these glimpses, the static storms just being there when they need to be. And Yakutou brothers, yeah, again, I think you're right, just kind of forcing into a bad fight. I don't know what it is. Whenever there's like a somewhat, what feels like ignorable Wukong's command, it just like enrages Yakutou brothers. They just go in, because there was that first Roche
They
fight
just all
too.
jump on it.
They just jump in.
I feel like it was just play it slow. Like, didn't the shaman use BKB? So it's like the second he shows in the fight, you can jump him. They drop Wukong's command. Your Timbersaw didn't even use any cooldowns, so I think he maybe used his Ags, but like, okay, that's fine. I don't know. I think even so, it's now a 12k lead, but I feel like their win conditions are the same. It's just that the lose conditions are even stricter now, if that makes sense. Like, maybe now before, if you jumped the Lycan, you could have kited. But now I feel like because of this gold deficit, if you jump the Lycan, you just straight up lose. Or you mess up your jump on the Shaker, you lose. So in that fight, he went kind of half on Lycan, half on Shaker on the DK. I think now he really has to be like, okay, I need a clean jump on the Shaker, or I need a clean jump on the supports, or if Monkey King's alone, I can jump him. But like, wherever this Lycan is, I can't bait my team onto going onto him.
I reckon the Shaker's a good bet. Oh my goodness, the blink's out in time. Ali might be left. Lifeline's gonna get tickled by that fissure. But otherwise okay. Sorry, make that emote. Gets the jump in. Moxie with the BKB. Drops some Serpent Wards, but that is not that committed. And Emo's tanky. Hookshot's a cancel, but Boca, he just goes in. I think he's just dead instantly. Return to sender there on the corpse on that enchant totem. And Nisha, he's chasing for more. Emo will get glimpsed back on in. Doesn't have the BKB active any longer. Mickey forced the BKB from that, but it's going to be Emo who's just killed off easily. Mickey with BKB more than enough damage to ignore that song. And they're still trying to fight. They're going to buy back. A stun there onto Insania, the fissure. But again, it's Boxy completely unbothered. Just full channeling. For the second time, these shackles in these fights, he will be left behind. Or will he? Oh my goodness, he's a hard one to kill. He's got that hammer as well. Another shackle to beyond. No way. Another full shackles. Down he goes. They're getting baited so hard. And Flyfly's, he's still going on in. Finally, they take down Boxy. Flyfly with the BKB active, putting in some work. But a buyback now from Boxy as Liquid sensing a moment of weakness, sensing an opportunity, want to go for more. Flyfly lands a stun on Tanisha. Suddenly, he's stunned in return as Saberlight gets off the shapeshift. He's going to be able to run these guys down. A hookshot's not going to change the fact that Flyfly is dead to rights. As Nisha ends the fight on a double kill. That's just game. I think that's just the game here, Gunner.
Well, that's all he can hold.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, he didn't get egg off.
I
don't believe it. I think they just got outplayed in that fight. And in the last two fights, honestly. Like, eggs not getting used properly. I think Flyfly's jump was a bit slow and or not on the right targets in these last two fights. I think Liquid kind of just was baiting them. And Boxy, I don't know how he's living so long in these fights where he's like full duration shackling. His BKB's randomly going